From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN Noon News.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us on the Noon News. I'm Diane Parker. Miller has the weekend forecast, plus a Taco Bell with a twist opens up in Montana. The first of its kind in the entire Northwest. But first, our top story. It's a drug bust in Billings you have to hear to believe. It started as a hit-and-run crash with two men jumping into action to help, but it turns out the would-be criminal was chased right into the arms of police. MTN's Charlie Kleps has the story.
It's normally not hectic in this part of town on Avenue C and 13th Street, but that wasn't the case Thursday afternoon as a hit and run turned into a drug bust. BPD managed to make the arrest, but not without a little bit of help from some courageous bystanders. The last thing Micah Richardson and Preston Schmidt expected when they arrived at work on Tuesday was that they would play a huge role in a drug bust. But that's exactly what happened.
It started out like a normal day, but it didn't end that way.
The duo runs a carpet cleaning company and were just doing their job in a home near Ace Hardware when a man crashed into their car.
I'm looking at my vehicle outside and a car smashes into the back of it.
According to Micah, the man was unconscious and visibly on some type of drugs.
Unresponsive, but it didn't look like he was unresponsive because he was injured. It seemed like he was tripping.
When Micah called 911, the driver suddenly awoke, fleeing the scene.
I'm on the phone with 911. He just comes to and he's taken off.
Micah chased him as long as he could, but knew his son-in-law and co-worker Preston might have a better chance at tracking the man down.
I haven't run a marathon in a while, so I wasn't going to keep up with this guy.
And when I finally got the machine shut off and everything, and I took after, I told Micah, I was like, it's okay, I got it.
It turned into a high-speed chase on foot, but this criminal's luck had run out, running right into the hands of an undercover cop.
If he would have ran the opposite direction, then who knows? You know, he could have ducked down an alleyway or something and hit it out, and nobody would have found him. But he ran to the officer unknowingly.
BPD wound up arresting 37-year-old Bryce Winder for 2 counts of possession with the intent to distribute, something that potentially couldn't have been achieved without the help of Micah and Preston.
You hear hero, but you don't even think of that. It's just a matter of somebody who's doing something they shouldn't.
I'm happy that we were able to get someone who's potentially dangerous or doing things in our community that's not good, that we're able to get another guy off the streets.
In Billings, Charlie Kleps, MTN News.
We're taking you to Uptown Butte now, where a Taco Bell cantina just opened up. It's the first of its kind in the Northwest. MTN's Luke Shelton takes us there for the very latest.
We all make New Year's resolutions, and one of mine was to lose 10 pounds. But with the latest addition to Uptown Butte, that goal may be easier said than done. After a multi-year wait compounded by the coronavirus, the northwest corner of Park in Montana finally came back to life on Tuesday evening.
You know, it's a work in progress and we are stoked. We were supposed to open back in March, and just with everything going on with COVID this last few years, you know, we're so excited.
The building formerly occupied by Pita Pit had been in the process of transitioning to a Taco Bell cantina for nearly 5 years. The year 2020 certainly didn't help expedite things, but on Tuesday, everything finally fell into place, and without even a formal announcement, the building finally opened its doors.
I mean, for us to not have any notification that we're opening and to have almost all of our seats filled tonight is pretty awesome.
This has been a long journey, you know, thanks to the wonderful world and its craziness of backlogged of equipment and everything. It was a mad dash.
Another reason for the belated opening was that every square inch of this place was renovated from top to bottom.
Yeah, so we demolished the entire interior of this building, took the floors out, took the walls out. We put in new tile, new copper ceilings throughout the entire building. We have this amazing artwork that was, you know, custom made just for us here out in Butte, America. So we're super excited for all of you guys to come visit us.
And of course, this isn't your average Taco Bell, but a Taco Bell cantina, meaning this restaurant can serve alcohol to those of age. It'll be the only Taco Bell of its kind in the Pacific Northwest.
It's going to be the only one in Montana and Idaho, Washington, and Oregon. So we're super stoked to see what it can do in Butte, America.
Management hopes that this one-of-a-kind and long-awaited location will become an integral part of Uptown Butte. And Tuesday's turnout was a promising sign.
Oh, it's fabulous. That just warms my heart because I know we're going to be here forever and just making history.
Now let's see how how I fare in the trenches.
All right, I'm gonna learn how to make a taco.
Here's the Taco Bell Cantina. We have a new employee.
That's passable, right?
In Butte, Luke Shelton, MTN News.
Meanwhile, in Billings, Chick-fil-A is set for a grand opening in mid-January, and that has the company gearing up to hire 130 employees. A hiring event is underway with open interviews for applicants over the next 2 days. Interested folks can stop by the location on 24th Street anytime between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. There's a new workforce development partnership in north central Montana involving Malmstrom Air Force Base. The base employs nearly 4,000 people. Nearly 700 of those are civilians. Here's MTN's Asher Line with the latest on how the partnership is designed to work to help Montana's economy.
The Worlds of Work job fair created not only an opportunity for the kids that came and learned, but for the people that put it on as well. It helped create a partnership between the Great Falls Chamber of Commerce and Malmstrom Air Force Base.
We found natural partnerships that were able to work together to develop programs such as Central Montana Works, that is a Chamber of Commerce-led program, and Malmstrom Works, which is a subset of that program.
They've come together to create Central Montana Works and Malmstrom Works, a set of programs designed to help keep and recruit talent to Great Falls. With Malmstrom remaining one of Great Falls' biggest employers, having more than 3,500 people on staff, they want to showcase the opportunities available on base.
We're looking to help people understand that there's opportunity here at Malmstrom to work and serve. You don't have to wear the uniform. There are a lot of civilian positions, and we would really like for people to better understand what that opportunity looks like.
The partnership goes back about 9 months, and both parties agree that Central Montana Works will be a big step moving forward in 2023.
It was one of our key strategic initiatives for the Chamber. Workforce development, how can we bring employers and employees together, and really how can we help businesses find employees in our market. We're going to start doing sector alliances, and so our top industries that we're really going to go after right now: construction and trades. The second one is healthcare and medical. And then the last one is hospitality.
One of their goals is to pull industry leaders together and figure out what they need for the future.
Pulling the industry partners together. We pull them together, and what do you need for your employment needs today? What are you going to need in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years?
For more on the programs, you can visit our website. In Great Falls, Asher Line, MTN News.
Happy Thursday, everybody, into the final days of 2022. The weekend is getting closer. Hang on. We are going to get there together. Seeing a lot of 30s across the state, northern parts of Wyoming today on the eastern side of the state, feeling the effects somewhat of a kind of a weaker cold front that came through last night, but it has knocked those temperatures down just a bit. 34 for the high today in Miles City, 31 in Glendive, 23 in Glasgow. We'll get around the freezing mark in Helena today, up to about 31, 35 in Missoula. Colder in Butte, sitting at 27 for the high. Down in Dillon, 24. West Yellowstone up to 20 today. Northern parts of Wyoming, mid to or low to mid 30s. Now there's that, what's left of that cold front, making it cooler. We have another big blast coming in from Canada, though. We'll take a look coming up.